Amit, welcome to the Republic Business Rise of the Indian Rich. In this series, we are looking into how Indians, because of their rising affluence, are making choices for the premium of the segment of various consumption segments like luxury apartments, for instance. So, from your experience, what do you think about this current trend of luxury apartments with more and more people not really shying away from paying the extra buck to get a better place to live in?
Yes. Hi, Sharmila. Thank you for having me on the show. Absolutely, you are correct. There has been a very good, interest level from HNI buyers, wealthy Indians into the luxury real estate market over the last few years, and overall real estate market has been booming. And I would say there are, four reasons for this rise, which are key reasons. First and foremost, the whole economy is doing very good, 7.5% growth that we have witnessed. We are expected to be seventh largest economy by 2030. $7 trillion economy by 2030. And the way wealth is growing in India, the interest is also emerging. That's the first reason. The second is, we did a survey which we launched at the beginning of the year, where we saw 71% of the wealthy Indians are aiming or desiring to buy a property in the next 12 to 24 months. This number was 59% last year. So we've seen a good growth there. The third reason is, you see, as per Hurun's latest rich list, again, they've said that Mumbai has surpassed Beijing, where the number of dollar billionaires in India has increased 51% to 271. So India having those many number of billionaires and the number is only growing, that is a good sign. And the whole, push by the government, whether it is, policy reforms or infrastructure spending, the new airports, Trans-Harbour Link in Mumbai, the highways, the road network, the rail network, this is all, making all of us feel the country is growing. There is more and more demand. Capital markets is doing great. So these are some of the reasons I would say. Thank you.
Yes, the capital markets are booming, and also I think along with the affordability, there is also a matter of choice. People have a lot more to choose from, and then when it comes to choosing these luxury apartments or luxury residences, what are the prime locations in India as of now?
Okay, so the top three that tops the chart, most of the time is Delhi, Mumbai, and Bengaluru. So these are really the top. And Delhi, when I say Delhi, I mean Delhi NCR, which includes Gurgaon as well, to a great extent, and then followed by Hyderabad, Chennai, Pune, and Kolkata. These are four cities which are really topping the charts. So within these top 7 cities, I would say most of the demand has been seen.
Do you see, Amit, I also get to hear that a lot of non-resident Indians are primarily interested in investing back home. They're looking for property to park their funds in property in various parts of India, and those are not necessarily the metropolitan cities. So what are the offbeat, new locations where big villas, etc., are coming up?
So that's a good question, and a lot of interest we've seen from non-resident Indians, as you rightly said, and also even resident Indians in Goa, in Alibag, the hill destinations, whether it is Rishikesh, Dehradun, Mussoorie, Shimla, Mashobra, Uttarakhand, where Nainital. So these are places which have seen very good degree of interest, and it's only increasing. And more large players are entering these markets and developing some phenomenal villa communities, which NRIs really feel, confident about buying.
So just as NRIs are finding a way to invest back in India, do you also see there are a lot of Indians are finding interest in investing somewhere in London or Dubai or Singapore?
Not actually. Of late, rather, this number we've seen either stable or rather reduced, because now people are looking more within the country. And as I mentioned, some of the areas like Goa and Alibag and hills, this is where more and more people are buying properties now. Earlier, we used to see London and Europe being very, very popular, right, because of some of the travel restrictions that we witnessed over the last few years. Now, more interest we see is within India. As per our survey last year, we saw 10% of the HNI population who did the survey wanted to buy a property overseas, and this year the number we've got is 11%. So there has been hardly any, significant change in that.
I think the luxury segment is also opening up as a huge investment proposition, and there is something called the fractional ownership when it comes to luxury properties nowadays. Is it catching up, and what exactly is it, if you can explain it for our viewers?
Yes, so fractional ownership, I think, is a great concept. It's been successful in some of the countries, but India, I think there is a long way to go. But that's a great concept where some of the people, like-minded people, can come together and buy part of the property. They can enjoy. It could be essentially the second home, which is easy for people to own because, you only go there for 30, 40, 50 days in a year. So that's a great concept, a group of 7, 8, 10 people coming and buying such properties. I think there have been some good entrants which have created very good tech-enabled solutions. People can book in advance. There are blackout dates. Properties are maintained very well by these good companies or management companies. So overall, it's a great concept, and I think it will do well. Now, with the SME regulations that SEBI came up with the small and medium REITs, I think this is going to give a great boost to the whole fractional ownership concept and the business model.
See, the whole concept of luxury property in India has metamorphosed over the last decade. There was a time when a luxury property would just be a villa, but now we also see all the metropolitan cities having this extremely expensive apartments, which are primarily luxury, being called luxury. But then again, the nature of luxury property changes from location to location, cities to city. So what, to your mind, defines a particularly acceptable luxury property in India?
Luxury is more to do with, 5 differences. One is the location. And the second is amenities. Third is service and maintenance. Number 4 would be gentry of quality of people that you have, and the quality of construction. So these are really the 5 differences. So we don't really necessarily define it just by price, but these are the 5 great differentiators.
So is there anything also called uber luxe when it comes to property? I mean, is there another segment opening up which is for the ultra HNIs, and what defines that?
Yes, there is that segment as well. When you see branded residences, when you see golf course residences, so these are really uber luxe, which is, very exclusive community, small number of units or villas or apartments available in that community. And you have large area, let's say for a golf course where you have 100 acres of green, or a branded residences, be it a Ritz-Carlton or a Grand Hyatt or a Trump or many other global brands.
Prior to the pandemic and prior to regulations like RERA, which have put the system, sort of corrected the real estate system and the way it is traded or sold and purchased in India, which has brought a lot of correction in the system, which is clearly being now, reflected in how the industry operates, how the big ticket property coming in, investors having faith in the market, money is being pumped in, etc. So what is the next? Because we are already quite up there when it comes to luxury properties, the quality of properties, the way people are booking, buying and selling, etc. So what is the next round of journey for real estate in India? Where do you see it growing here? Is it going to be growing in new locations like the tier 2, tier 3 cities, or will it go, will it be more tech enabled? Will it be more smart? Where is the next growth for real estate in India?
So some of the trends that we've witnessed is sustainable. So more and more luxury home buyers are keen to buy something which is more sustainable, which is good for the nature, low or zero carbon credits, right? People want smart homes. So technology is something which is really playing a key role again. And third most important factor is the lifestyle. More and more discerning home buyers, they want lifestyle where they have the good quality of air and great surrounding, peaceful location. So these are really the critical key factors.
One or two things that you want to tell our viewers about when they want to go and pick a luxury property?
I think they should go with a developer who has the proven track record. they should definitely engage a law firm to conduct or carry out the detailed due diligence of the property and its title. They should certainly, I would strongly recommend, to go to a bank and take some little mortgage. Even if they don't need the liquidity, it is always good for bank to check all the documents and the credentials and title of the property and the payment plan. So that gives you a very high degree of conviction and confidence on that development, on that project, and the developer. Banks also do the price evaluations. So in a way, it ticks all the boxes. You should also, look at quality of product. So whether the same developer has executed some other projects and delivered. So it may be a good idea for people to go and check those after sale quality, how the projects are being maintained, how the whole gentry is being, perceived by these prospective buyers. So I think that's my two bits.
Thank you so much, Amit, and thank you for making time for Rise of the Indian Rich.